Let's move into main topic number 3. And our third main topic today gets submitted to us by Daniel Kaufman Haygood. And Daniel Kaufman Haygood writes, "Hey, John, the Disney Plus August release dates have dropped, and it looks like what we all knew has been confirmed. Falcon and Winter Soldier is not on the list of August releases. According to earlier reports, they only had 6 days left to film. Actually, what I heard was 9 days. I heard they still had 9 shooting days they needed to complete. Not many. The finish line was in sight. But anyway, left to complete filming before they were shut down due to COVID. How much longer do you think it will take for the show to finally complete filming and be edited and released?" All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, we have been talking about this on the show a little bit, is the Disney Plus stuff, particularly when it comes to Marvel. And the questions come up lately, what's going to happen with Falcon and Winter Soldier? They weren't able to complete filming. Have they been able to sneak into some sound stages in different countries that have opened back up and finish it? Will it still hit its August release date? Will they maybe release the first half of the series? Maybe release the first half in August, then get back and finish shooting, and then maybe release the second half in October or November or something like that. There have been a lot of different theories, but it now does seem like it is now official. The release schedule of all the new stuff coming out on Disney Plus in August has come out, and noticeable by its absence is, of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier. This is we got Disney via the Decider revealed the full slate of movies and TV shows and documentaries that will be released on Disney Plus in August, but the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was not included. Disney and Marvel have yet to announce a specific release date for the first episode of the series. However, it was previously confirmed by CEO Bob Iger that it would arrive in August. Obviously, that's not true anymore. With this delay, it remains unclear when the Falcon and Winter Soldier will arrive. All right. One of the first things I should probably point out here is that the big kind of wish that a lot of fans are putting out there, understandably so, is, well, damn it, just release the first half of the series then. Release the first 4 episodes and then finish shooting later on, then put it up. Here's the potential problem with that logic, though. Falcon and Winter Soldier, much like Lucifer, which is now on Netflix, and much like a lot of other streaming shows, are not traditional TV programs, where traditionally, like a Law and Order with 21 episodes in a season, as the first episodes of a season come out, they're still working on the other episodes. They work at like 6 or 7 weeks ahead, right? So they're still shooting as it's going on. They shoot one episode at a time. They shoot one episode, finish that episode, done, send it over to post-production, and then the crew and cast move on to start making the next episode. That is not necessarily how these streaming shows get made. Sometimes these episodes, they're shot like a movie where, okay, we're going to shoot scene 43 on day 1. On day 1, we shoot scene 43. Then on day 2, we're going to shoot scenes 18 and 21. Then on day 3, we're going to shoot scenes 1 and 9. They often will shoot out of order depending on what the schedule is. So while there is this theory about why not just release the first few episodes, it is possible. And I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just saying it's possible. We need to keep in mind, since they're shooting this thing like a movie, that the first few episodes may not be complete. Some of those days of shooting may very well have to do with that. But the other kind of theory, Rob, here, and the other potential problem that we see here with something like this is maybe one of the issues for the delay isn't just that they can't get the 9 days of shooting done. We've speculated about this before. How interconnected is Falcon and Winter Soldier with the other stuff going on in the MCU? Like Ant-Man, you could have watched Ant-Man at almost any time, right? But how connected will this be? Because if it's directly connected one way or the other with a story point or a narrative thread that is supposed to go right into Black Widow or something like that, then they're in a position where, well, we can't release this show until Black Widow. I mean, again, I don't know that. That's just a piece of speculation. Rob, you've seen that Falcon and Winter Soldier is not listed in the August releases. What do you think might be holding it up, and when do you think we might actually end up seeing this thing?
Well, my first inclination would be to say that it's a production issue, that it just isn't finished yet because of what happened. I mean, 4 months of post-production time is a lot. Maybe they just couldn't get it done in time. But knowing the MCU, I could see it having something to do with, I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier and Black Widow would seem to be the closest in terms of maybe one narrative thread that's left dangling in Black Widow is supposed to be picked up by Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, I think that's on your part, a very, very astute speculation. And maybe something in Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to lead into the Eternals. And then, you know, who knows? It makes sense to me because with globetrotting spy thriller superheroics, and you've got the Eternals who are probably spread out over the globe, and Black Widow probably spread out all over, you know, I know a lot of it takes place, I guess, in Russia, but it's all interconnected, and I think you're absolutely right. I think, one, it probably isn't quite done yet, but two, you know, these things have to play out properly. And they rescheduled Black Widow into what, October?
Or November. I can't remember.
November, and then they would drop Falcon and Winter Soldier after that. I think we have to assume that the entire MCU has been pushed back further. They don't have to announce that yet, but I would just assume that's the case. But I do find it curious that no one said anything about this.
Do you think that, you know, with we just talked about the New Mutants teaser, there's going to be a panel at the at-home Comic-Con that's coming up and everything. Do you think Disney and Marvel may reveal what their new plans are with an entire shift of programming, or do you think they'll just kind of leave that still unspoken at this point?
No, I think they're gonna have to come out and say, look, I think people are scrambling. Hollywood has never been put in this situation ever. And I think people don't understand the economics. They don't understand the ramifications. I think everybody's trying to figure out, what does this mean for all of us going forward? And I believe that it's not negligence. People just don't know. You know, they're wandering around going, what the hell do we do, man? Like, I don't know. And I'm sure Disney, I mean, Marvel has been such a well-oiled, think about it, man. They were delivering 2 and 3 movies a year. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Now they have these incredible, these huge plans where we're going to go into a streaming service. I mean, Disney Plus, you think Disney Plus is not I'm sure the powers that be, I'm sure Bob Iger's like, damn it, you know, we pushed this out with our new programming as far as we could go. Mandalorian's a hit. Now we did our Mandalorian gallery show. I mean, we can only milk the Mandalorian so much. We needed Falcon and Winter Soldier to drop on Disney Plus to give us another big boost, because who didn't want to watch that, especially after having Black Widow come out? But now, I mean, the ramifications of all of this are so wide-reaching, and the ripples. If you think of Hollywood or Disney as a pond, and the fact that they can't, if the not releasing something is the rock that goes into the pond to ripple out, it's affecting every part of Disney's business, from theme parks to Disney Plus to movie theaters, because, you know, all of this stuff gets promoted across platforms, and if you don't have it out there, I mean, even toys, they always make Marvel toys. Are the Black Widow toys out? I don't even know. But oh my God, I mean, I wanted to know, what does the Hot Toys figures look like for Black Widow? We don't know because they can't release them yet. What a mess.
The other thing to keep in, you kind of touched on it there for a second, is that Disney Plus has got to start putting out more marquee stuff, because I was reading this report that while the subscription rate for Disney Plus has been on a more rapid pace than they initially thought, partially because of COVID and everybody stuck at home, what people aren't talking about is that the drop-off rate has been higher than they ever thought it would be. So yes, you're getting all these people, much more people signing up for Disney Plus right now than they originally thought at this point. But they're also having a higher number of people canceling the service than they thought they would be. Now, for them, the good news is that the rate of new subscriptions is outpacing the rate of their drop-off, but it is a much higher drop-off number. And dude, listen, I love Disney's content. I'm considering canceling Disney Plus. It's like I can only watch Mandalorian so many times. I can only
Right.
watch, you know? So I don't know. So that's another thing they got to take into consideration. The question here, guys, is for you. What do you think about this push of Falcon and Winter Soldier? Do you think it has more to do with not being able to finish the shooting? Do you think it has more to do with the overall scheduling of the rest of the MCU? When do you think we might see this thing finally hit the air? I actually made that the topic of today's question of the day. I wanted to ask you guys. So just before the show started, I jumped on Facebook, and of course our polls are on, or I should say my YouTube channel. The polls are on my YouTube channel under the community tab, and I asked you guys just before the show started, Falcon and Winter Soldier will not release in August as originally planned. Do you think the show will hit Disney Plus before the end of 2020? So not just September, October, even by November. Will we see it even before the end of 2020? And right now, a little over 2,500 of you guys have already voted. Only 43% of you guys are saying, yes, you think Falcon and Winter Soldier will actually come out in 2020. As of right now, 57% of you guys are saying, no, it will not come out until 2021. I thought we would see a little bit of an advantage for the yeses, but you guys are saying 43%, yes, it'll come out, 57%, no, it will not come out. I'm going to leave that up on the community tab. Guys, make sure if you want to see that community tab, make sure you guys go over to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. You're on my YouTube channel right now. Take a second, click the subscribe button, and then keep up to date with all that stuff. So we're going to leave that up there. But in the meantime, guys, what do you guys think? Jump down into the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. All right.